By 2030, decision intelligence isn't going to be a nice add-on. It's going to be the line between organizations that move with confidence and organizations that stall out. And today, we're doing something special. A global roundtable on what decision intelligence becomes over the next decade, what technologies shape it, how it differs by region, and what leaders should start doing right now. Welcome back to the B.I channel, where data meets decisions. I'm Soren Hale, and this episode is all about looking ahead to 2030. Not in a vague, sci-fi way, but in a practical way. What will decision intelligence look like in real organizations? What will be expected? And what will feel outdated? And I've brought in a strong panel with perspectives from strategy, transformation, governance, ethics, and emerging tech. Nakel Ethan Nakima is here, BI strategist and founder of the BI channel. Dr. Lien Zhou joins us with deep experience leading AI transformation across Asia-Pacific. Maria Alvarez is a data governance leader with a strong view from LATAM. Jonas Richter brings the European lens on compliance and data ethics. And Aidan Vox is here, our futurist and emerging tech analyst who's going to keep us honest about what's actually coming. Nakel, you've guided us through BI maturity and intelligence systems.
Thanks, Soren. And yeah, I think the future is already showing up in pieces. A lot of organizations just don't recognize it yet.
Dr. Zhou, APAC is already experimenting with automation at scale.
Happy to be here. In APAC, a lot of companies are moving quickly, and by 2030 that speed becomes a real dividing factor.
Maria, governance becomes even more critical here.
Glad to join. And I'm going to keep bringing us back to governance, because without it, decision intelligence turns into decision chaos.
Jonas, ethics and regulation will shape this evolution.
Thanks, Soren. I'm here to make sure the conversation includes responsibility, not just capability.
And Aidan, you always bring the future into focus.
Good to be back. 2030 is going to force a new relationship between humans and AI at work, and decision-making is where you'll feel it the most.
All right, let's start wide. Paint the picture for 2030. When people say decision intelligence, what does it actually look like day to day? Nakel, kick us off.
In 2030, decision intelligence becomes the default operating layer of the organization. Not a dashboard people check once a week. It's more like an always-on system that supports every major decision, strategy, finance, operations, customer experience, through AI-assisted workflows.
So less reporting, more decision operating system.
Exactly. And the organizations that win won't just have better data. They'll have better decision flow. Who decides what with what inputs, at what speed, with what checks.
I agree. In APAC especially, you'll see real-time decision ecosystems. Data streams in, AI evaluates patterns and risk, automation executes parts of the response, and humans focus on the exceptions and the bigger trade-offs.
That exceptions plus trade-offs framing is interesting because it implies humans aren't out of the loop, but the loop is different.
Yes. The loop becomes more continuous. And waiting for monthly governance reviews or quarterly model updates will feel slow by 2030.
And that's where governance has to evolve. In 2030, governance can't be a separate committee that approves things after the fact. It has to be built into the decision process itself. The rules, definitions, and permissions have to travel with the data and the decision.
So governance is not a gatekeeper at the end. It's part of the engine.
Right. Otherwise you get fast decisions that are inconsistent, not auditable, and hard to trust.
And from the ethics and compliance side, by 2030 ethical intelligence becomes non-negotiable. People will expect transparency. Regulators will expect accountability. Customers will notice fairness issues quickly. So decision systems will need built-in explainability, bias checks, and traceability.
Also, AI copilots will be everywhere. Every function, every role, sales, finance, HR, supply chain will have an embedded assistant that's not just answering questions, but helping you decide. And that changes behavior. People will ask better questions faster because the friction drops.
Let's push on that. If copilots are standard, What's the difference between a copilot and a decision intelligence system?
A copilot is the interface and the collaborator. Decision intelligence is the underlying system, the data quality, the models, the governance, the simulations, the policies, the measurement. Copilots make it feel easy. Decision intelligence makes it correct and repeatable.
That's a great distinction. Okay, let's talk about what actually drives the shift. Technologies. What's going to matter most between now and 2030?
3 big ones. First, autonomous analytics, systems that don't wait for you to ask. They surface insights proactively because they understand context and thresholds. Second, context-aware copilots that understand goals, constraints, and risk, not just language. And third, decision simulation engines, tools that let you test scenarios before you commit, like, if we change pricing here, what happens to churn, margin, supply, brand?
So instead of arguing opinions in a meeting, you're stress testing outcomes.
Exactly. And it won't be perfect, but it'll be better than guesswork.
I'd add Edge AI as a major driver. A lot of decisions can't wait for a cloud round trip or centralized processing. Think manufacturing, logistics, retail operations. Decision-making moves closer to where data is produced, and that increases speed and resilience.
And on the data side, data contracts become more normal. People are tired of datasets that change without warning or mean different things across departments. A data contract sets expectations, definitions, freshness, quality thresholds, ownership. That's what makes decision intelligence stable at scale.
From my angle, regulatory technology will be deeply integrated. You'll see compliance monitoring intelligence running continuously, checking permissions, lineage, model behavior, and reporting obligations in near real time. Not as a yearly audit scramble.
And the real shift is not any single tool. It's integration. By 2030, leading organizations won't have isolated analytics here, a model over there, a governance wiki somewhere else. They'll have a connected decision ecosystem where signals, rules, models, and workflows talk to each other.
Which is a polite way of saying, the messy stack is going to hurt.
It already does. But by 2030, the cost of messy is higher because decisions are faster and more automated.
Let's go global. One thing we all know, the future doesn't arrive evenly. How do you see decision intelligence evolving differently by region by 2030?
APAC will lead in speed and scale. A lot of organizations are comfortable moving quickly, piloting aggressively, then industrializing what works. You'll see large-scale implementations that blend AI, automation, and customer experiences into one system.
In LATAM, I think the story is democratization. There's a huge opportunity to bring decision intelligence to small and mid-sized businesses, not just large enterprises. The winners will make it simpler, more affordable, and more accessible, without losing trust in governance.
Europe will continue to lead on ethical and regulatory frameworks. That can slow experimentation sometimes, but it also creates trust and consistency. By 2030, that advantage matters, because partners and customers will care about responsible AI and data handling.
North America will push the experimentation frontier. More rapid prototyping, more risk-taking, more try-it-in-production attitudes. That can create breakthroughs, but it can also create reputational risk if governance doesn't keep up.
And I'll add Africa. There's strong potential for leapfrogging. Instead of dragging legacy systems forward, mobile-first intelligence and cloud-native patterns can let organizations build modern decision systems from the start. It won't be uniform across the continent, but the leapfrog effect is real.
So the global picture is different priorities, different constraints, but everybody moving toward more AI-supported decisions.
Yes, and the cross-border aspect will matter too. Data flows, models, and vendors don't respect borders the way regulations do.
Okay, let's talk about leadership. If I'm a senior leader listening to this and thinking, all right, 2030 sounds intense. What capabilities do I personally need to build? Not just my team, me.
You need to understand decision architecture. I don't mean coding. I mean knowing how decisions are made in your organization. Inputs, owners, approvals, timing, and what happens after the decision. If you can't map that, you can't improve it.
You also need governance fluency. Leaders don't have to write policies, but they must understand definitions, accountability, and what good data means in their context. Otherwise, they'll demand speed and accidentally destroy consistency.
Ethical risk and AI accountability should be leadership basics. Leaders must know what questions to ask. Can we explain this decision? Is it fair? Who is responsible if it fails? What's the appeal process? If you can't answer those, you're not ready for scaled decision automation.
Leaders also need comfort with AI-augmented decision-making. That means trusting AI appropriately, challenging it when needed, and creating a culture where teams can say, the model suggests this, but here's why it might be wrong.
And honestly, leaders need to learn how to collaborate with AI, not just oversee it. In 2030, management includes managing the relationship between people and their AI tools, setting boundaries, improving prompts and workflows, and making sure humans don't drift into autopilot thinking.
That's the fear, right? People outsourcing judgment.
Exactly. The value of human judgment goes up, not down, but only if people keep practicing it.
Let's make this practical. If someone wants to be ready for 2030, what's the roadmap starting today? Give us the first moves.
Step 1. Map your decision workflows. Pick a handful of high-impact decisions and document how they actually happen. Where are the bottlenecks? Where do people rely on gut feel? Where do they fight about definitions? That map becomes your blueprint.
Then build shared language. A KPI dictionary sounds boring, but it's powerful. If customer churn, active user, or even revenue means different things in different teams, your AI will amplify that confusion. A governance framework makes decision intelligence scalable.
And don't wait on ethics. Set guidelines now. Decide what's acceptable, what's not, what needs escalation, and how you document decisions. It's much easier to build responsibility in from the start than to retrofit it after a scandal or a regulatory issue.
Invest in AI use cases tied to real decisions. Not AI for AI's sake, but use cases that support an actual decision point: pricing, inventory, risk, personalization, fraud. And measure whether the decision got better, not just whether the model is accurate.
And start introducing copilots into daily work, even in small ways. People need time to adapt. The organizations that wait until copilots are mandatory will be playing catch-up on skills, workflow design, and governance all at once.
So basically, map decisions, standardize definitions, lock in ethics, choose decision-linked AI projects, and start the copilot transition early.
Yes, and I'd add one more thing: keep it usable. If governance becomes a mountain of paperwork, teams will route around it.
Agreed. The best governance in 2030 is the governance people don't have to think about because it's built into the workflow.
Let's land the plane with a few takeaways. By 2030, decision intelligence is a competitive advantage and, in many industries, a requirement. The winners will treat it as a system. Decision workflows plus governance plus ethical accountability plus AI integration. And the work starts now, not in 2029. Big thanks to our global panel: Nakel Ethan Nikima, Dr. Lian Zhou, Maria Alvarez, Jonas Richter, and Aidan Vox. You all made it clear that the future of decision intelligence isn't only a tech story. It's strategic, it's operational, it's ethical, and it's global. Join us next time on the BI channel, where data meets decisions.